at U.S. Bank Stadium. A hand will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
The option, here's Taylor.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
This has been a close offense all season long. Finding many different ways to manufacture plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers. It was hard to set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Allen now looks to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Vikings are are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They'll sneak it with Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get into the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Let's go now.
They'll run here with Taylor. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well. Like, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to poker play and not the free.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Jalen Waddle, 75 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Allen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. To the air, Allen. And he's got it. Touchdown. DeAndre Swift from 8 yards out. And the Lions have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll have it in midfield. Stay free before being taken down. The previous play, they really got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 4 yards.
U.S. tight ends have their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On second down, it's Taylor. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 34. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw, Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Chris Watkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Allen. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
That's where I want to start what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Anthony Schwartz, 54 yards. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Allen. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Jamal Adams coming up from a safety spot to make the play. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. And that will be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I didn't notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out. Pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Allen going to go on 4th down. He's got Turner.
And he is going to have the Lions first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And again, it's Allen.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Again here on 2nd and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To throw. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. On the option to give to Swift here. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Allen.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here's Walker.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
That was the position he wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will have the Vikings first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, it looks like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Smith. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball.
He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jonathan Taylor, 25 yards to the house. And the Vikings are moving closer to a day now. The NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Allen. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. To throw, it's Allen.
Looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenneth Farley. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Allen.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with the score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Quez Watkins saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Vikings continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Allen.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught.
And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Walker trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Walker once more.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Ken Walker
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
A 1-yard run on 1st down, another one on 2nd. It might not do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And in contract time, you want to show touchdown scoring way more than you want to show yards per carry.
Allen will try to throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
98 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run once more with Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. Fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough one.